Welcome to Foxland Stories. Murder Beneath the Neon, a 1937 Metro mystery. Episode 4. Resonance of Truth. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the city streets. Eliza Sinclair and Detective Henry Marshall found themselves in a dimly lit room, its walls lined with maps and cryptic notes. The notebook they had recovered from Isabella's murder had led them here, to the heart of the enemy's lair. "This is where the double agent is operating from," Marshall murmured, his gaze fixed on a map dotted with red pins. "It's a maze of deception, and we must tread carefully." Eliza's fingers traced the outlines of the city on the map, her mind a whirlwind of thoughts. The coded music, the secret meetings, the narrow escapes, all had led them to this pivotal moment. She was no longer just a pianist. She was a player in a high-stakes game of espionage that had the fate of nations hanging in the balance. As the duo devised a plan to infiltrate the enemy's hideout, the city's neon lights flickered with a sense of anticipation. The final act was approaching, and the symphony of truth and deception was building to its crescendo. Disguised as performers for a lavish party, Eliza and Marshall made their way to a grand mansion nestled within the city's labyrinthine streets. The opulent ballroom was aglow with chandeliers, the guests adorned in gowns and suits that belied the tension in the air. The double agent was among them, and Eliza's fingers itched to play the final notes of this intricate melody. As the night wore on, Eliza's fingers danced across the keys of a grand piano, her music weaving a spell that silenced the room. The coded melody she played carried a message, one that would draw the enemy out of the shadows. Marshall, hidden in the crowd, watched as the guests exchanged glances, their masks of civility faltering. And then, as Eliza played the final haunting notes, a figure emerged from the crowd, a man whose demeanor was a mask of charm, his eyes sharp and calculating. He recognized the coded message woven into the music, and his smile held a hint of malice. The double agent approached the piano, his gaze locked onto Eliza's. "Impressive performance, my dear," he purred. "But your role in this game ends here." As the tension reached its zenith, Marshall revealed himself, his gun drawn. The room erupted into chaos as guests scattered, and a flurry of shots echoed through the air. Eliza's fingers moved with urgency across the keys, the music now a symphony of survival. Amid the chaos, the double agent was cornered. He fought with desperation, his actions driven by the fear of exposure. But Marshall's precision and Eliza's determination proved to be an unyielding force. The double agent fell, his mask of deceit shattered. In the aftermath of the gunshots, silence enveloped the room. Eliza's music faded, leaving behind a world forever changed. The city's neon lights glowed softly through the windows, casting their glow on a tableau of triumph and tragedy. Days later, as the sun rose over Newston, Eliza and Marshall stood at the metro station where their journey had begun. The rain had given way to a clear sky, and the city's streets seemed to hold their breath, as if awaiting a new chapter. "We've uncovered the truth, Eliza," Marshall said, his voice weary but resolute. "Isabella's sacrifice was not in vain. The enemy's network has been dismantled, and justice has been served." Eliza nodded, a sense of closure washing over her. The journey had been perilous, filled with danger and deceit, but it had also brought unexpected camaraderie and resilience. As they turned to leave, the city's neon lights began to hum to life once again, casting their vibrant glow upon the streets. Eliza glanced back, her heart heavy with the weight of the past. But she also felt a glimmer of hope, a belief that even in the darkest of times, the truth could resonate, piercing through the shadows and revealing the light that always remained. And so, as the echoes of this intricate tale faded into memory, the city of Newston continued to thrive, its neon lights casting a perpetual glow upon a world forever transformed by the resonance of truth. The end.